You don't exist.
So I ended up writing a couple of books on that because I wanted to make sure that, you know, I could have, first of all, I wrote a manual for myself, and then everybody kept wanting a piece of it when I go to a convention or something, and I said, well, I'm just gonna sell this thing.
Gotcha. You also said that you keep your people contacts purposeful.
I'm not a very friendly person. And I'm kind of shy, and a lot of people don't know that. And I know how to, I don't know if the words kindred spirits or people I click with. There's a few that I really like to click with. I mean, I like a lot of people, but I have a few that I click with. We just get each other. It's not like we're social, but we click together business-wise, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, to me, what it feels like you're saying is not that you dislike people, but because of your shyness, that you're very purposeful about relationships, particularly in business.
Yes, very.
You said that you're assertive and competitive and will strive to make a major impact. Is that you?
That's me.
Yeah. So when you say you're competitive, what do you mean?
When I got into real estate, there was a trophy for the Rookie of the Year, a man with a briefcase, and I wanted it. And being the top realtor in Fargo, then North Dakota, then going out to California, breaking records out there. I mean, it was like, I love athletics, but I'm just not athletic, so I decided I'd be competitive in real estate.
Gotcha. So why do you think that you strive to make an impact? What drives that? Why make an impact?
You know, that's a really strong question. I just want people to have the best possible life, and if I can get them a hand up, because so many people have given me a hand up in life, you know, why not? I mean, I get a thrill out of somebody like on a coaching call says, oh my gosh, I doubled my business, and thanks so much for being a great coach, you know, and that sort of thing. I mean, I'm more excited about that than they are really.
So that's interesting because you're purposeful in your relationships, but you actually do care about people. And
Absolutely.
You want to help people.
Absolutely. You know, I have this theory, you know, I'm above the dirt today, and you got one life to live. And I just want to have the best possible life and the people that I know around me. And it's like what I feel is so important is when you look at what your journey is. And, you know, I don't give away a lot of money sometimes, and I feel guilty about that, but I give where if somebody needs something, and mainly sometimes what I give is in business. I will stop what I'm doing, I will call somebody, they say, could you help me with my assistant? They're not in mastery, they just know me from somewhere. I'll call them, because if I can do that, then I've left a little bit of something for somebody, you know.
Yeah, I get that. You said that you like to make decisions quickly, and you're particularly aggressive in the way you think.
Yes.
Yeah. So what does that mean?
I have an ability, and I don't want you to think it's ego, but I have an ability to think through things pretty quickly and process it pretty fast in my mind. And it's kind of like, I know you have a granddaughter, and you'll be going to Chuck E. Cheese soon, and there's a game there called Whack-A-Mole. So when a mole pops up, that's my favorite part of the day, is to make decisions like that where things move forward. I hate it when somebody says, well, let's table that. Let's think about that for a couple of days. It's like, why can't we figure this out now? Now, I understand there's some complexities which will cause you to say, let's think about it for a couple of days. But sometimes there's not complexities, and they want to do that. And it's like, no, let's circle back. Let's just finish this right now.
So how do you distinguish between when you need to make decisions fast and make decisions slow?
When I don't understand the big picture, who's going to be not that somebody's gonna be hurt, but who's it gonna affect that I'm not thinking of because I have to think this process through? And it could be a money decision, it could be about people, it could be who's gonna get affected. I have to be very careful and think through who gets affected.
So if you understand the picture, if you have perspective and understand where those decisions might take you, then you feel you have the green light to move as fast as you can.
Yes, in most cases.
Gotcha. So if it's an easy decision.
No problem. I don't need to ask anybody. I got it.
Gotcha. All right. So you said that your hard-charging nature may cause you to continue in a certain direction when it could be more effective to stop and regroup.
Say that one again. That one.
Yeah. So it says you said your hard-charging nature could cause you to continue in a certain direction when it might be more effective to stop and regroup.
Okay.
So what does that actually mean?
I don't know.
Well, I'll read it again. It says your hard-charging nature may cause you to continue to go down one road when you might need to have stopped and thought
No,
about it.
I'm not sure that that's so true because if I'm going down a hard road and there's a lot of speed bumps and there's a lot of red flags, then I'll go, whoa, because I've been around this business long enough. Now, in my younger years, I would have just charged ahead and said, I can do this, I'll make it happen. And now I'll go, whoa, put the brakes on a second here.
Yeah,
You can't have more than one red flag show up
I got you.
without you stopping. Does that?
Yeah, I get it. Do you give the people permission around you to throw out a red flag?
Oh, I want them bad. I want them bad. I want everybody to be able to be very comfortable with me. There's no stupid question. There's no bad idea. There's no suggestion. And I like lots of eyes because sometimes out of nowhere, some of the best ideas come from somebody like, for example, one time a runner said something to me in my office and I went, that was brilliant. You know, so it's like, every great advice can come from everyone.
So how do you communicate with people so they feel comfortable throwing a red flag at you?
I just say, we're in this together. We're linking arms. We're shoulder to shoulder. You know, forget about any titles or any of that stuff. We don't do that. You're the president of your area. I'll be the whatever in this area. You know, so let's just link arms and you just tell me when you think that this is not right. Because if you don't, then I feel that we haven't built a relationship. And you are always have 100% open door to tell me what you need to tell me.
What if it's a stupid red flag?
Okay, so if you gave me a stupid red flag, not that you would, Gary, okay, but if you did, I'd say, gosh, Gary, that's interesting. Let's think about that a minute. Tell me, how did you come to that observation? What was the DNA that you pulled out of this, or what were the process that you went through? It's maybe that you didn't have a stupid suggestion. It may be that you had a great suggestion that got sideways. So we'll circle back and go, you know what, Gary? Part of that is really something that we should look at. Let's look at this part first before we go there. So I'll never make you feel bad about anything you say. I'll just circle around it.
Gotcha.